I'm sure you've already heard by now, in July of 2027, you will no longer be able to buy PS Vita or PS3 games through their digital store. So that's why today we wanted to take a look back at our PS Vita collection.
Since this is a handheld, I thought we could do this a little bit similar to our 3DS video that we did as well, showcasing the actual hardware before we jump into the games.
And just like the 3DS, I'm definitely the novice here, so I'll be learning along the way. So if you're new to the PS Vita, PSP, all that kind of stuff, you're probably going to be learning alongside me today. And it's one of those consoles that I have always been intrigued by in terms of handhelds, because I don't have a lot of experience with it. Just the concept, or at least what I'm sure you're going to be telling us today, is that this works really well with the PS3 store as well in terms of playing the games. So I think that's really cool.
When we first started talking about making this video, it made me think that not everybody was collecting for the PSP when that was out, or the PS Vita. Some people might have skipped these altogether. Sometimes the handheld consoles aren't for everyone. So I thought it would be a little bit fun because, especially when I look at these two consoles, you immediately notice that they look very similar. But I think the games themselves are very different. And I just wanted to show that before we dive into these. And so let's just first take a look at a PSP game. We don't have a lot of those either, but maybe we'll do that another time. But you can see that the PSP games are actually these UMD discs, Universal Media Discs. And it's kind of funny. They're little tiny GameCube discs almost, but smaller. And then they're protected by this plastic, but just have a little opening. I guess that protects them more and made it better for handhelds, but also proprietary for Sony to cash in on. But, I always thought those were interesting, but they're bulky and they're a little bit difficult to take out. And then when you look at a PS Vita game, it is kind of similar to the Switch games or an SD card, but just has a little special curve to it. So again, just kind of thought these were interesting. Very thin.
These the Switch totally stole this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Looks just like a Switch cartridge.
But they're even thinner than the Switch cartridges too. So these are super tiny. Little case here too, and a lot of them did not get manuals or much extras inside, but at least we get these cases. So I just wanted to highlight that a little bit. And also, if you are downloading games, yeah, exactly. And if you are downloading games on your PS3 digitally that you want to put onto either the PSP or the PS Vita, the only difference there is that with the PSP, you actually do need a USB cable that you connect to the PS3. But with the PS Vita, it can connect wirelessly and you can just transfer the games from your PS3 that you downloaded there and then transfer it onto your PS Vita. You can also go into the PS Vita store and download it from there as well. So it's up to you and how you want to transfer your media.
So were the physical games pretty plentiful in the Vita, or is it kind of like the Wii U and kind of I wouldn't say the GameCube, but it doesn't have a huge library, right?
Now in the US, no. I feel like we didn't get as many games over here. And you especially notice when you are shopping today, you're lucky if you see maybe 2 or 3 PS Vita games per retro store. I think recently in GameStop, we've started seeing a little bit more PS Vita games, but still we're talking 3 to 5. But when you go to Japan, you actually see bookshelves of games. And I think that really surprised me. I knew that the PS Vita was much bigger and more popular over in Japan, but I think you really don't understand the scope of that until you go there and you go to these retro stores that sell games and you just see bookshelves of games, which excited me a lot because there's so many more games that came out over there physically than we ever got here in the US.
Lots of visual novels, as I remember, at least. And I know some of them have been ported to other consoles later on, but I think visual novels was a big seller. I guess it was entertainment on the trains and any kind of public transportation. People just brought their PS Vita with them, which I thought was really cool. So
I love the PS Vita. I love the way it feels. This is a console that I always enjoyed. I wanted to play more of. I do have my little tearaway guy. I think we got this at PAX one time.
Yeah, probably.
So a little extra guy that we put on here. And then it does have, I believe, some touch controls on the back here too, but I never really used those very much.
And a camera too, I guess.
It does have a camera. I do believe you can also somewhat use this as a controller on your PS3 or PS4. I believe I've heard that, but that's not something I've ever really tried before. And now some games on the PS3 are compatible with the PS3, the PSP, and the PS Vita. Some are just PS3, PS Vita, some are just PS Vita or PSP. So you definitely just need to look in the title there when you're in the store to see which consoles those games are compatible with. Now, we don't have the other version of the PS Vita. There really is only two versions. There's like I want to say like the 1000 or the fat model, basically. I don't know why we always have to go with fat and slim models, but this is considered the slim model, and it came in tons of colors, especially in Japan. I mean, this came in so many different colors in Japan. I got this blue one here. I really wanted to get a special edition version of this when we were in Japan, but just we never came across one that was like a good deal, and I ended up getting a 3DS instead over there. But if I went over again, I would still keep my eye out for some of the special edition PS Vitas because we didn't get very many of them here in the US.
And although we're not next to a game shelf right now, we like to organize our games alphabetically, and then naturally we'll start with a game that starts with the letter A.
And that is Aegis or Aegis of Earth.
Aegis, is it?
Aegis. And subtitle here is Proto-Novus Assault. So, yeah. And this is one I bought pretty early on when I first got my PS Vita because it's like a strategy game. And this phrase back here definitely made me want to buy it. They said the enemy was weak in the boonies. Man, were they wrong.
That sounds like it's directly translated from another language, but
I have no idea what that means. But yeah, and then we have the spine as well. We'll always show that too.
If it has the spine, we'll show it.
Yeah, if it has a spine, we'll show it. And this is PlayStation TV compatible. I never got a PlayStation TV, but if I could find one today for a good price, I would be interested to get one.
There's a lot of good ideas around this time, I feel. But I wanted to also point out that we do have these little baby-sized sleeves as well. This is not a sealed game. So if you guys want to know where we got these, just let us know in the comments, and then we can send you a link, or at least send you the right seller that sells these. I think we got these on eBay, right? Mm-hmm. So I was actually surprised they had the smaller sized ones too, but yeah, well, this one is
They've
cool.
Got little PS Vita size ones.
Yeah, so just wanted to point that out before anyone asks, like if we have sealed. There's going to be some sealed games, but if you see that, that's what it is. Okay, it's one of my games, one of the few that I got.
Yeah, we've got Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation.
And naturally, because I'd played this on the Xbox 360, this is the original that came out on PS Vita. I've never actually played it on the Vita, but I feel like it was one of those that I had to get for the collection because, I always like to do the origin material in some ways, or at least the original physical. And at some point, this one was a little harder to find. I don't think it's as difficult right now, but there was a time where the PS Vita games were a little bit more rare and hard to find, or they were just we were just being priced out of a lot of these physicals. But yeah, this one's great to have. And, I have played this one, and it's probably not the best Assassin's Creed I've played, but it is pretty cool that it has a female protagonist in this one, which I think was one of the first, if not the first, female protagonist in the Assassin's Creed universe. But yeah, pretty cool game though. Definitely a good one to have in the collection. And then we have two in a row.
Yeah,
what is happening here?
You bought two PS Vita games. This one is Batman Arkham Origins Black Gate.
Yep. And this is kind of like more of a 2D or 2.5D Batman game. But it's again in the same Arkham universe as the other games. And it has. I got this from Amazon, I guess, a while back.
I know. I don't like that Amazon started putting these like big stickers over the SKUs.
Yeah, because they're forcing you to open the game to get that sticker off, or else it's going to leave like a ton of residue. But yeah, so this one, like I said, it's like a 2.5D type game, and it still has the same type of gameplay too. You still use your grappling hook, you still do the same Arkham combat, and then obviously this one was also ported to PS3, Xbox 360 as well. And it also came out on the 3DS, I believe. But this is kind of, I think this was the first place that it was released on the PS Vita. So that's naturally why I wanted to have it on that console. But again, I actually haven't played this game yet, but I'm looking forward to playing it. And, you know, dare I say, I might actually check it out on the Vita as well. Okay, next one. This is a big one. I have played this one, but there you go.
This is a recent addition to our PS Vita collection, and that is Child of Light. This is one we've been looking for quite a while, actually. And I know that you played this on Xbox. Was it Xbox One then?
Yeah, it came out on both 360 and the Xbox One. So I think I played it on the 360, maybe? I don't remember. But great game, though. It's like a turn-based RPG, sort of like a side-scrolling platformer. Yeah, it's been a while since I played it, but great game. Very beautiful graphics, and it's been a very sought-after game on the Vita for some reason. Because I think this was a more expensive game in the past.
Yeah, and I think like it didn't get physicals across all consoles, but yeah, for some reason it did get one on the PS Vita, and definitely one of the stranger places to get a physical for Child of Light, but it's one that I've been wanting to play for a really long time, and this is the way that I would like to play it, is on the PS Vita.
It would be a great handheld game, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sorry, I'm forgetting my duties of Call of Duties here. Okay, all right, next game.
All right, we have Disgaea 3 Return. I got this in Japan. I think that I'm pretty sure these games came out physically also in the US, but at the time when we were in Japan, the PS Vita games in the US were like super expensive. It was kind of like GameCube type, you know, of expensive games. The prices had just gone up so much that I wasn't really thinking about adding a whole lot of PS Vita games to our collection. But in Japan, they were so affordable and so plentiful that I did pick up a few. And while I know I might not be able to play this one totally because it is all in Japanese, I still just wanted to have it in the collection because it's like one of my favorite series.
A lot of times you just pick up the physical, right, just to have it. And yeah, that's like you said, a couple of years ago it was near impossible to find PS Vita games, I feel.
Yeah, so I just kind of picked up what I can, and that leads us to the next one as well. And that is Disgaea 4 Return, and just same thing. I mean, these were probably like under $10 a piece, you know, so just had to pick them up while we were there. And, you know, these are just more, I guess, collectibles for me just because I love the series so much.
Uh-oh, we have to rewind a little bit. We forgot a game on A because this has a weird kind of packaging.
Yeah, this one we couldn't fit in the pile with the rest of them here, and that is Akiba's Beat. This is one that we got at PAX just a few years ago, actually, and so it was kind of interesting to see a new PS Vita game being sold by Exceed. So this is, I think it was at the Exceed booth, and they just had some games they were selling at PAX, and this was one of them, and it was super reasonably priced too. And it came with this little guy on the front of it, and I don't know, we couldn't pass this up. I want to say it was like $19.99.
It was pretty cheap, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, definitely we want a new PS Vita game at PAX with this cute little plushy guy, but I just haven't, I don't know, I haven't had the heart to open it. I don't want to disconnect these two, but eventually I'm going to need to because I don't know how to put this in our collection. He's always just sitting kind of like in front of the other games.
Just make sure he doesn't squish the game like the SpongeBob socks
I didn't
did.
think about that. That's so true. I know. I think I'm going to have to open this one eventually. So, but yeah, this is a cool one that we have in our collection too. And I'm trying to remember what type of game this is. I think it's just like Beat the Street. So maybe this is kind of like an action RPG or just like a fighting game. It's like power up each character's weapons with 100 plus trading cards. See, I didn't even know much about this game. I just wanted to get it.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't pass up a good deal. Okay, back on track, I guess, after the A snuck its way in later. This is a weird one, though. What is this?
Yeah, this is Drive Girls. I think this is another early one that I purchased because I also was just like, what is this? It is some kind of a racing game. I thought it was like Galgun, but this is like something totally different. And so, yeah, Sun Island supercar transforming heroine. So you're like girl cars, your girls that turn into cars, and then you
Transformers?
race. So yeah, this one's just like a really weird one that I wanted to add because this did come out in the US physically, and I thought, what a weird game to come out in the US. So had to add Drive Girls to our collection.
Then we have a bit of a collection here, I think.
Yeah. This one is Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster. Kind of interesting to think about an HD remaster on a small handheld, but that is what this is. So, and I see here it says available on download only, voucher included, internet connection required. So,
So it's not all on the cart.
oh, that's so interesting. So X2 is a download only, while Final Fantasy X is on the cartridge. Oh, okay.
The Switch did this, right?
Yeah.
So they already did this back on the PS Vita. That's interesting.
Yeah, that
I didn't know that.
interesting. So, I mean, since this is opened, I'm assuming I cashed in this code. Gosh, I sure hope so. I better check it out.
Did, yeah. But I mean, this also came out on PS3, right?
This
remaster.
came out on multiple different consoles. The Final Fantasy X X2 HD remaster. Just cool to have it on the PS Vita. This is where I thought I might want to replay these games here on the PS Vita. Now, I have played through Final Fantasy X all the way. Believe it or not, I have not played X2 or X-2 at all yet. I wasn't a big fan of 10, and I couldn't bring myself to play 10-2, but I think this was my way of telling myself, like, you got to play it, and you're going to play it on the PS Vita.
If you don't like it the first time, I don't think a different console is going to convince you. But you never know, right? You never know.
Exactly.
All right. This is all yours, I guess.
I'm going to guess this says Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Some of these games made their way stateside, but usually Hatsune Miku games are pretty pricey. And these were, again, very plentiful in Japan. So just thought, hey, this is one I would like to pick up in Japan and we can play it. So I think this one would also be a game that you could experience without knowing the language fully. So I think it's just kind of more like a singing kind of, what do you call those, rhythm type games, basically. So I just thought this would be, a fun one to have in the collection. And I do remember I saw this game in a few other stores in Japan, and I think it wasn't in fantastic condition because I remember I kept passing up on it, and then finally I found this one and I was like, okay, yep, this is the one. We're going to add this to the collection.
And this question may come at a bad time, but I assume then, since we have a lot of Japanese games, that this is region free, right?
Yes,
so,
PS Vita is region free.
Unlike the PSP?
I don't know about the PSP to be certain if that one is region free, but the PS Vita is region free. Matter of fact, I believe this is a Japanese PS Vita itself.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
But then let's check back on the PSP in a different video, I guess.
Yeah,
but that's good to know. That's really cool.
So yeah, you can get your Japanese games or US games when it comes to the PS Vita. You can also save money and get a Japanese PS Vita instead of getting a US one. And also the Japanese PS Vita consoles generally come with the box and everything. They're in better condition. So, and a lot of times cheaper too. So you definitely can take your pick there.
This is an exclusive that, of course, had to come out on the Vita as well.
Yep, Little Big Planet PS Vita version. I remember us looking for this one when we were trying to add all the Little Big Planet games to our collection. We wanted to make sure we had them all, and that included this PS Vita version too.
And we also noticed on the back here that we have Tarsier, which made Little Nightmares. That we did not know that they worked on this game. But I guess they were inspired enough to be like Little Big Planet, Little Nightmares, right?
Yeah, exactly. They incorporated the little into their title.
And Little Kitchen Nightmares? No, okay, that's a totally different story. But
Yeah, I don't know if this one is a direct remake of the first Little Big Planet or if it's its own just standalone game. So it's been so long since I even tested this one out. I might have to pop it in again and just see.
I also wanted to point out here too that Little Big Planet in a little bag, so it all fits. I just have to point out the little bag because
Yeah.
I can't believe they've actually made a perfect bag
They made the perfect bag
for the
PS.
Vita.
Yeah, which I'm so glad they
because
did.
we're just used to all the other consoles, but the little bags, guys, if you collect for PS Vita, get the little bags.
They got to protect your games.
Yep. Okay, here we have your favorite Nipponichi.
Yeah, of course. We have to have a few more Nipponichi games in the collection. This is The Lost Child. And I'm trying to remember exactly what this one is about. I think I probably got it because of it being Nipponichi. Bend the gods to your will. Heavenly and demonic forces wage a covert. Okay. Heavenly and demonic forces wage a covert war beyond human perception, and you're the newest combatant? Interesting. So, yeah, definitely an interesting game. I wonder if this one came out on other consoles too. I feel like I've seen this game, but I don't know if they got physicals for this game across other consoles. But either way, we have it on the PS Vita.
This one also says you need a memory card for it, so it must be a big game.
I know it actually does take up a lot of more space. Some of them only say 10 megabytes or like 51, but this one is a bigger one.
And just like Little Big Planet, this was also another series that at one point we were just trying to get every single version of this game.
Yeah, we were going for all the Minecrafts, and that includes this Japanese Minecraft game for the Vita. Again, I mean, I'm pretty sure Minecraft came out in the US physically for it, but when we were in Japan, this was so easy to find and so cheap that that's where we got it. Also, there is a Minecraft PS Vita that I think I was looking for over there that I really wanted to. That was the PS Vita I really wanted to get. I wanted to get the Minecraft PS Vita, but
It wasn't the Minecraft 2DS that you wanted?
no, I think it was the Minecraft PS Vita. It's like white with the little like tools on the back of it.
Yeah.
So, and then I think that all I ended up with was with this game.
It was difficult though when we were in Japan to pick a console like
Yeah.
that, especially the handhelds. It was just like, what do you pick here, right? You could have picked all of them probably.
Yes, that I would love that.
If you could afford it, yeah, then it would be either games or the consoles.
Exactly.
Now, I remember this one's kind of similar to Minecraft, right? Because of how expensive it was over here.
Yeah, this one, Persona 4 Golden, this was, when we were in Japan, it was going for like 80 something dollars here in the US. And so that is why I got this Japanese version over there. But lately, I have been seeing this in stores for maybe like 30, 35, something like that. It's definitely gone down a lot more in price, but I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied. At least if I have the, Japanese version of this, I'm totally good with it. I played this game so many times across multiple consoles, and now we have the newest, like, full remake coming out soon of this game too. So I don't feel like I have to add the US version to our collection here. And also, I mean, this is a great game. And if you haven't played this game ever, definitely highly suggest playing Persona games. But Persona 4 is one of my favorites.
And this one we have a cool little box for as well.
Yeah.
So I guess we can show them both. Like, should I put in the box too?
Yeah, we can
Put the box down.
Put the box down. I don't even remember what's in this box, but this is one that I got off of Play Asia for whatever reason. It's supposed to be like a little farming game called Reverie. It's East Asia Soft publisher, and I think this is when they were just getting started with publishing games. Now they definitely do a lot more publishing, but I just thought it was like an interesting one. I thought this would be more of a rare game when I bought it, but also I love like farming sims and farming games, so I wanted to get it. But this is the limited edition box that it came in, and has the game, soundtrack CD, world map, certificate. I don't know. We can just take a quick peek here.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It has the actual like disc. Wow. Okay. One of those good quality CDs.
Oh, like a jewel case and
Yeah,
stuff?
it's actual jewel case.
I mean, we went to a game store earlier today, actually, and I bought a game, and it came with a physical soundtrack, and they were so blown away that it actually had a physical disc. But as we know, we've done a lot of unboxing videos and physical game collecting videos that it is a bit of a rarity now because they typically have the digital download. So that's always awesome to see.
Exactly. And then we have a little like limited edition certificate and cool little like map poster. So yeah, I mean, it's always fun. I love getting collector's editions whenever we can and whenever they're affordable, really. And so it's fun to have. I kind of want to add this soundtrack like with my other soundtracks. I forgot that was even in there.
Yeah. I was going to say back when Sony cared about physical games. No, we're not going to be that dramatic about it, but at least they cared. They cared back then.
Exactly. What is with this washing machine? I don't know. I need to play this one. This one has sequels now too, by the way. So this series has gone on.
I can't believe we're already at S, but this one I remember because this was one of my missions in Japan to find, because I think this was also one that's kind of expensive over here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Silent Hill, Book of Memories. The other reason you were looking for this in Japan is because while this is the Japanese version, it's fully voice acted in English, and that's why I think you really wanted it.
And the spine is in English. It was a little bit easier to find. Not that this was plentiful over there, I wouldn't say, but it made it easier to find it, unlike the PSP version of whatever the Silent Hill game that I wanted to find over there.
Yeah, there's another Silent Hill game that we were looking for, but that one, I don't think we saw that one, or maybe we did only a couple times.
The PSP version?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did find it, but stay tuned for maybe a PSP video.
Ah, that's right.
We can't reveal what the game is.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, we love collecting all of the Silent Hill games, many as we can. They all get pretty expensive, as we know, so...
We've been priced out of Silent Hill collecting a long time ago, but we try to get the ones that we at least can find, and this was one that we just had to add right over in Japan. So it's really cool though, and it's really fun to go game hunting in general, right? That's like half the fun, and that's what we love about it. All right, we have another sort of collector's edition here too, so let's bring them both in.
Ah, yes. Now
I don't know which one you want to do first here. Like maybe
I
this
know,
one?
right? Okay, so
You can put the box down.
We'll put the box down. There we go. Okay.
Good teamwork.
Sorcery Saga, Curse of the Great Curry God. Again, this was like an early pickup that I did because I had to know what this game was about. And I think I found this collector's edition super cheap. And I will show you what's inside this collector's edition because it's probably one of the weirdest ones that I have, actually.
I think you started with the name, though, the Curry God.
Yeah. Sorcery Saga, Curse of the Great Curry God. And this one is U.S. Physical, and I think that surprised me. But all hail the great curry god, the most delectable currylicious, rugalicious, rogue-like dungeon crawler there is.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I like this game already.
Yeah, that's why I had to get it. Oh, here we go. I'm going to show the spine. I got too excited. I want to show the box because there's some weird stuff in here. So, as far as collector's editions go, this was nothing like I thought it would be for the Sorcery Saga.
I'm gonna put this here, I guess. There's not too much glare.
Okay, so first off, you get a bib. Okay, like a baby-sized bib. Why?
To protect you from Curry.
I mean,
the god Curry God.
I mean, it's cute and it's cool. It's got all these characters and everything. It's got the plastic backing, just like for baby bibs.
It's good quality.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're eating curry, this is your bib.
Especially curry, yeah.
But then also, you get this weird little baby dish, and little baby spoon. I mean, they really went all in on this curry
This is crazy.
like theme. So I thought this was probably the weirdest collector's edition I've ever got, and I'm so glad I did. I think I got it when it was only like $20. It was on crazy sale because nobody else wanted this weird curry god.
So now you're gonna tell people out there, just get this bib and this little curry plate,
Right.
and it's like, is it repelling? It repels
Yes,
the
it's water.
turmeric.
Curry repellent. It's curry repellent. Like
Here,
bib
help
here,
you.
but seriously, probably one of the weirdest like collector's editions I've ever bought, and I think it's I love it. I think it is more expensive nowadays, but yeah, when I got this, nobody wanted this, so it was like $20. And hot and spicy, everything nicey, limited edition.
I have only one thing to say about this. Didn't see that coming. That's all I have to say.
But it is actually a fun game. I played this one. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, like they said, it's a roguelike dungeon crawler that's involving cute characters and food. So, I mean, I think this one is actually a good game and probably one of the weirdest collector's editions.
And the next one here is, I was surprised. This is really heavy.
Yeah, this is Summon Night 6, and that is Lost Borders. This is, I believe, when we look at our like CLZ app, this is probably one of our more expensive PS Vita games. I have not played this one yet, but I know that it's pretty well pretty well sought after. It's Japan.
It's sought after, and then people think about it later. It's very well thought after afterwards. Yeah.
I get my phrases wrong. Okay. Japan's best kept RPG secret is finally out in English for you to enjoy. Is it an RPG, a strategy game, a relationship sim, an RTS? Oh my God. Okay. So I guess this is, they don't even know what this game is.
They just
saying,
know it's a heavy physical game.
It's got 18 hours of spoken dialogue. It's got 30 different endings, 100 battle scenarios. So again, it's one of those games where I picked it up when it was pretty cheap and I didn't know a lot about the game. I just was like, oh, hey, PS Vita game that's affordable. I'm going to get it. And then later ended up being pretty expensive. So just glad to have this one in the collection. And also after reading that, I'm like, God, I need to play this one. I'm going to put this one. It's in the backlog. But when I say that, that means it's really in the backlog. As in, I want to actually play this game. Not just every game's in the backlog that we own. No, there's a few. Actually, more than a few. There's like 20 plus games.
There's in the collection and then in the backlog. That's
Exactly.
Very important distinction.
There you go. Thank you. That explains it perfectly. This one is in the backlog.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, this one is Tokyo Xanadu. I saw this one just pretty affordable and wanted to pick it up even though I didn't know a lot about this game. So this is a RPG, maybe, yeah, action RPG. Yeah, it says there, I guess. City Adventure Action RPG. So I thought this one just sounded pretty cool. I like the art style. A lot of times if I like the art style, I just pick up the game if it's affordable. So I haven't played this one yet, but it's one that I should check out soon.
Well, this next game just sounds dirty to me.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. Touch My Katamari. I mean, Katamari games, they gotta be weird. Always gotta be weird. And I do think this one has probably the weirdest title of them all. And that's on the PS Vita only. Touch My Katamari. You can touch, stretch, and roll. So this one is utilizing the touch controls on the PS Vita, is what I'm gonna guess is happening here. But you have clothes for the king? What? Why are we dressing the king up now? I know we dress up our prince, but okay. I don't remember this one. I played this one so long ago, I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I always gotta collect all of the Katamari games.
So you're saying that this is more using the touch, but like a phone, maybe?
It's a touch on the back, actually.
Oh, on the back. Yeah, that's what I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so no, it's different. It's unique. It's not like the 3DS. It's actually touch on the back.
So
of
you're
the console.
sneaky touching on the back so nobody can see you?
Yeah, maybe that's what they were thinking. Touch my Katamari.
Actually, hold on. No, then people can see you if it's on the back. So never mind then. I guess it's not as private as they would think. But
And yep, we try to collect all of the different versions of Katamari because, again, it's one of my favorite series.
Another Japanese release, or at least this copy is.
Yeah, I don't think this one came out in the US. This is Umaru-chan. I don't know what else it says on here. I didn't use my phone translator before we did this video, but my son and we love this anime. And so when we were in Japan and I saw this game, I don't even care. I don't care what this game's even about. I don't care what we're doing in this game, but it's an anime that's very beloved to the both of us, so I had to get this game and put it in the collection. And, Spine's completely in Japanese. I'm sure this says a whole lot more than Umaru-chan. There's probably a lot more going on. Maybe it's like Summer Vacation or something like that. I don't remember. But, yep, just one of those games that had to add while we were in Japan, and it was super affordable.
Now I know this one was probably one of the earliest PS Vita games that you bought, right?
Yep. This is PS Vita's Undertale. Again, this was put out by Fangamer, just like the rest of them. And now we own Undertale across multiple consoles, but Fangamer no longer publishes, puts out any more PS Vita versions. So I think this one would probably be one of the more rare Undertale games, but this is where I also first played Undertale. So this, when I first discovered it, was right here with this copy on the PS Vita. So fell in love with this game and loved it so much, bought it across other consoles and played it. Similar to Stardew Valley. I guess that was just the time of these, indie solo developers, and really two of some of the best games I've played in a very long time. So really happy to have this one. It does have some goodies inside too. It has like a little storybook for Undertale, and that's why this one's also a little bit heavier.
I love them when they jam pack like a small case, right? And it's just like optimizing the space in there.
Exactly. Yeah, they really did. Fangamer's really good at that. I love getting physicals from them.
I mean, I have a feeling this is one of those aforementioned visual novels.
Yeah, I think so. But this one of those like Zero Escape games. I think a couple of these have come to Game Pass over the last couple of years. But Virtue's Last Reward. And you recognize the art style. It looks like some other games that have come up. I can't recall their names at the very moment, but this is a follow-up to 2010's award-winning puzzle adventure. Yes, of course. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. That's the one I was thinking
So it's not a visual novel. It's like a puzzle game then?
This is more like a puzzle game, actually. Yeah, this is... But it is fully voiced in English and Japanese for this one. Yeah, it's one of those, like, you have to escape the room, the water's filling up, and you have to, like, do the different little puzzles to get out. It's also somewhat visual novel. Like, it always starts out with all these crazy stories, and you're kind of getting to know the characters as you're also solving puzzles and escaping your death, So, yeah, very tense games.
Sounds intense for sure. All right, home stretch here. We have a few more. This is, dare I say, one of your favorite series? Or
I guess I can say that. Yeah, I mean, this is the day one edition of World of Final Fantasy. I do believe I did kind of buy this like day one. I bought this one when it first came out. I thought it would be a really fun game to play on the PS Vita. I'm almost a little bit scared to say this. I might offend some Final Fantasy fans out there. This is the Final Fantasy game that put me to sleep the most. It ended up becoming like my bedtime game. This might have been the first originator of my bedtime games.
I mean, you did mention to me a while ago that you wanted to make a video about putting people to sleep. All the games that you play before bedtime. Not that you'll put them to sleep, but essentially all of these bedtime games. So I'm guessing this would be in there.
This was one of the first games that put me to sleep, which just sounds like a really big insult, but honestly, I kind of like it as a way to wind down from the day and kind of take your mind off of all, your work day or whatever happened, and just like play a game that puts you to sleep. I don't know. It's not that bad.
Well, it's like we have mentioned that in a different video. I remember we had Adventure Pals that we played before bed.
Yeah.
It was a good game, but it just kind of like put us to sleep. So yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, at first, like people might be like, wow, that's such an insult for a game that it puts you to sleep. But and maybe it is. But now that I have my games that I play during the day that are exciting, and I have my games that I play before bed that I'm actually hoping will put me to sleep. And this one here, the first one, the day one edition of World of Final Fantasy is the first game that put me to sleep.
Now, these ones, I think, personally, they're very cool because I unknowingly just kind of pointed these out. I said, you should get these because I thought it looked like a totally different game than what it is.
I think you thought this was almost like Little Nightmares.
I thought it was
right?
Little Nightmares, kind of like, here's Japanese Little Nightmares here.
I think that, here's the thing, I want to say these are the Yomawari games. And now actually that I'm reading the characters, I am pretty sure this is Yomawari games here. So yeah, I think that these games, from what I was reading, came out physically in Japan and in the UK, but I don't believe these ever came out physically in the US. But you can get them in like the PS3 and PS4 like digital marketplace. But yeah, I mean, these ones just looked so interesting, and they are Nippon Ichi software, and I think that's what you saw, and you're like, you want to get these games, right? So, but yeah, I don't know much about these ones, and some of these, when we looked them up when we got back, well, actually, let's just get to the next one. Yeah.
Here's the second one then, I guess.
Yeah, so this one in particular, it looks very similar. I'm guessing it is a Yomawari game. However, when you like translate this, it's like something like Rose in the Twilight Castle. And again, this is one that if you try to find a price for this, it comes up being very, very expensive. Now, it might not, like the Japanese version itself might not be very expensive, but at least like, I'm going to guess the PAL version or the UK version is very expensive of this game. And I don't think, again, it came out physically in the US. I could be wrong.
It is something like that. I think you're on the right track. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you know anything about these games. But I do think it's something weird where that's why it's so expensive, because it was either Japanese and Europe only.
Yeah. Because
typically when you have a combination like that, then yes, it becomes more sought after, of course, over here. So, but yeah, I thought it was interesting when we saw these, and we didn't see that many copies of them.
No.
So it's like, and you went back and forth on this, like, should we pick this up? And I was like, yes, let's get it.
Yeah, you were like, get both of them, you know? So,
you never see these.
But it was just weird. We didn't know much about them. So it was just like one of those games that you just went off on a limb and said, we're going to pick these up because we've never seen them before.
Okay, we'll try to pronounce this the best we can, I guess.
Okay, we've got Ys Memories of Celceta. And the Ys games have been going for a very long time. I want to say these have a longer history than even the Tales games do. And I mean, I think that I didn't really play these games a whole lot until more recently. And I'm always intrigued by them. I know people absolutely love this series, and I know it's a really great RPG series that's been going on, like I said, for so long, but I haven't got into these yet. But I did buy this one for the PS Vita, thinking that maybe it would be a good play on the handheld. And we also have another one. And this one, oh wow, yeah, this one is like Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Donna. Lacrimisa? Yeah, no, Lacrimosa.
Maybe the spine will be easier to read.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Lacrimosa of Dana or Donna. Anyway, I hate that we have to butcher these names.
It's fine. I mean, people can let us know in the comments, I guess.
Right. But this one I did try out, and I did play this one. Wow, beautiful. I must have done the alternate cover here, because there's no way there's no skew or anything. So this one I did try out. I was enjoying what I played of it, but it just it didn't grab me the way I would want to. With RPGs, it's tough with RPGs to really reinvent the wheel and reinvent the battle systems and the stories. Like, so much of it just gets reused over and over again. And then this was at a time when I was just really looking for something new in my RPGs, and this one didn't fulfill it. But I want to try some of the more modern Ys games that have come out more recently, like Ys Nordic, that is one of their more recent games, then yeah, I want to try them again because this was a long time ago when I played this one. So yeah, we have a, small PS Vita collection, but I think we kind of tried to collect just the more unique games that were for the PS Vita or the ones that were maybe made for the PS Vita. But we're definitely missing a lot of games that we could have added to our collection. And I would love to know what those games are. What are some games that you remember playing on the PS Vita that you loved? What are some games from your PS Vita collection that you think we should add to our collection?
Also, Sony, keep the physical dream alive. We appreciate this.
We really do, and we appreciate all of you. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to us. Like this video if you made it this far for sure. And if you're on your phone, make sure to hype this video so we can keep on spreading the love on physical media.
And until next time, because I'm going to try to lift these games up.
Bye!